I'm looking at this model train today. There's a stopping problem or randomly. So we got this treadmill I'm going to open up and set up. Get a little controller to hook up. So I'm going to get this all set up and we get it running and see what the problem is. The brass hybrid from Broadway. Let's see if I can get the rollers adjusted down here. So I don't need the rollers on the back because it's these the drive wheels here are the only ones that are going to turn. It does look like there is some power pickups on there, so. And then they do make plugs. You can get the one that that just plugs in to the wires here. I didn't do that. I have alligator clips, work just fine. Just put them right on the rail. So I just used those plugs and stuck the alligator clips in. Okay, so I had to reset it to factory default. I think there's a code programmed in there. Right, so let's reverse. Let's go forward. Turn the sound off and listen and watch the wheels. So one thing I am noticing right now, just watching the wheels, you see this one here looks a little wobbly, so it's like kind of going in and out. I mean, it's still running smooth. You can actually see the whole engine kind of just rock a little bit ever so gently. So I kind of wonder if maybe that wheel is bent or there's something else bent in there. Because when I see this running, all the other ones run good. It's just this one wheel here, at least on this side. This one here. You kind of see that little wobble to it. But either way, it's still running good and smooth. Got it going the other direction. So I am hearing the noise, but I think the little kind of grinding noise is just all these little, pins on the rollers rubbing on this. I don't think that's the actual engine. But if we look at the same wheel, but on this side, it also has that wobble. One right in the middle there. So I am wondering if maybe that axle is bent since it, it wobbles on both sides. Speed. You can see it rocking back and forth, which I think would do that if one of the axles is bent. I really do just like that horn. It has that wobble, so I'm guessing going down the tracks that would could maybe cause a derail or to stall if it lifts up too far from the rail. So I guess the next step is going to be how do I fix that? So I got the part in the mail from Broadway. Here's the wheel set we're going to replace. This is how it came. The gear in there, the axle, all the wheels on there. So let's take a look at that how it's moving again, the shake, so we can kind of get a before and after. So you can see that kind of twitch, that move back and forth. So let me get my little engine cradle thing. Let's turn it over and switch out that wheel set. So this is my engine cradle. I didn't buy one. This was a foam packaging piece from I don't remember what, but I just carved out a little cradle there to put my engines in. So we need to take this set off, but it looks like we need to also take off, looks like this is a little bolt here, so we're going to have to remove that on both sides, and this bottom cover, so we can switch it out with this wheel set. So now hopefully, like most people that are in the modeling or whatever, they kept the box and everything that came with their engine, which came with this little tool, and that should fit right on there to take off those connecting rods and stuff. I think the first thing I want to do is probably take off this trailing truck. And then we want to be careful that we don't lose any of these screws. And also to remember where they go, which shouldn't be too bad since I'm recording it. I can just go back and check. Put that one out. There's also one right there. See if I have a Screwdriver ready for that. I don't know if this has to come off, but it 2 screws, and it's not that. Okay, so there's a spring there. We're not going to want to lose that. We also have a washer, and then the screw itself. We'll keep all that aside there. Spring there. I think we mainly just had to get this one off and then out of the way. So what I also see here is 3 screws here. In case you're wondering, I have never taken one of these apart before. It looks like this was just kind of snapped into place setting there. Doesn't look broken. We'll set that up here. Continue on. Did I get that one out? I must have. Yeah, it's right here. I'm going to get my little magnet to make this easier to kind of pull these screws. I get my snap on there. So it looks like it's all the screws that came off real easy. Probably want to be careful not to break all these little plastic parts on there, but that didn't seem to be an issue. So we're after this wheel set here. And that doesn't look like the wheel set they gave me. So did I tell them the wrong wheel set? Check my thing. So I was just looking at the breakdown paperwork here. And it is looking like it's my fault. Which is pretty common because I mess up a lot of things. So what I wanted was this set here, but I gave him the number for this set. So I was looking at the wrong set. So I was looking at this one here when I needed this one here. So this one's 54. I needed 53. So that is my fault. So I'm not going to replace it because I didn't need it. I'm not going to return it either. I'm just going to send another message with the part I need, and I'll pay again. It's fine. I messed it up. So I got, hopefully this is the right part. It's been like a week since that last part of the clip you saw. So this looks like the right wheel set. What did I do with the other one? This was the other one here with the little gear on it. This one's just the bearing. let's get back to taking this stuff apart again. We'll take the trailing truck off, a little screw. We also have this here, split spring. We'll use that. Get the screw off here. Use the sides. Now we get the trailing truck. We have the washer and the spring. We can need that there. This plastic piece here, this pops off. Set that side. Now we get the openings up. Looks like four screws. And you want to do that? Start the screw somewhere. Just on this body. Try to find it. There it is. It's right there. Maybe got it. It's to the side. We take that up. This is one of these things. First time. My fault. But this is one we are going to replace. So if you have a Broadway, it should come with this tool, which will be, so you can take these off. It's a very tiny screw. It is pretty long. So we got to do that on both sides. You don't got to worry about torque and stuff like that. They're not on super tight. Now, I don't know if they have a torque spec for putting them back on, but we're just gonna put it on hopefully the same tight as taking them off. Okay, so we got both those out. Now all these rods should slide off. We just lift it out. There we go. Set that aside. We're going to slip the new one in. Well, it looks like there's also 2 new screws in there, but they don't look as long as the other ones. So this makes a difference here, is because they're square. So you're going to want to make sure those are seated right. And I believe you can see there's a notch on them. So the sides that are notched should be on the side. I'm just kind of judging by the other ones that had the same type of notch. See, it does have the, so that wheel set's not just going to fit in any one. If you have to move them to adjust, it should slide down. There's little grooves on each side here. What am I missing? So I was thinking it should just slide in there, but it doesn't seem to be. Like the other one came out super easy. That's the old one, but that one slipped in there. It seemed to be fine. This doesn't have that star. And they look completely different. Look at like the spokes. completely different spokes. So that's probably my issue, is this isn't the right one. Looks like this is for a different model. And that would be why nothing's fitting just right. That'd be why I didn't go in smooth. Put them side by side, I'll show you. So the one on the right, is the one I took off it, and the one on the left is the one they sent me. There might even be a size difference, it's hard to tell. But yeah, you can see even a little place where the rods go on is a little different. So this is the wrong one. So it looks like I'm gonna have to wait another week. That makes sense why these screws that came with it are shorter than the ones that I took off. So the first time was my mistake, second time was not my mistake, I don't believe. So this video is going to have to take even longer to do. Alright, we're going to hope I got the right part this time. Just open. This is the one on the right is what we're replacing. So it looks good. Let's see how it drops in here. With a little screwdriver to kind of move these little there we go. It's in there. There. Seat it all the way down, move smooth. Now I got to remember how to reassemble it because it's been over a week. So let's see. Looks like this one's the closest to the wheel. So I think that goes on first. Then I think it's this one. And then maybe that spacer. And then this outside one. And then that screw. Oh, no, wait. Yep, this piece. Now that screw, is it this one? I think it was that one, because I think we had to use this tool for it. So I think we're looking for these long ones. All right, and I believe that's how it goes. We didn't want this on the other side. We do want it, going up, because you want to hit tracks. So we should put this bottom piece on. And that's only going to go because it has a divot for the gear that's right here. Let's see, where's my screwdriver I was using? If you don't have one, you should make sure you have a magnetic screwdriver. That really comes in handy. There's another one. But let's get the rods on the other side. Turn this around. Get this one here. It's going to go up. Get this next one. There we go. Then I think I did the spacer. And then last is this one. This is probably the hardest one. It just kind of flails around. See if I can get that screw through it first. That was probably the way to do it. Under special wrench. Now I'm looking at it, looks like there's kind of notches in this piece. That fit. Now I think that's how it goes. Actually, this might need to. There, that feels a little better. Right, now we can finish putting the rest of this back together and test it on the track on our test place. If I remember which piece goes where. The little one went inside. And I think this one was for the top of the trailing truck here. I don't have a magnetic flathead. Oh, I think that piece is brass, so it wouldn't matter. I was just trying this magnet here. Barely. I think I got it. Okay. Then, did I drop a screw down there? I thought there was a screw for that. And there may be that I'm not. Oh, here's one right down here. Yeah, I think I got it. Thought I was missing one. Oh, I almost did it again. All right, I got it back together. Oh, this piece here. I don't remember which way this went. This way. All right, now let's see if it has that wobble. Okay, got it on the treadmill. I'm going to start it up. Turn the sound off. All right, I'm still seeing a little wobble. Also, I guess I kind of bumped these iron rod on the front. Can still see that little wobble. So you can see that kind of twitch, that move back and forth. Well, it still has that little twitch to it, but I'm not seeing anything else that's wrong. You can see this is the wheel set we replaced here, this one. Still doing some smoke and everything. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna ship this or give this back to my dad for his layout, because technically there's nothing wrong with it. Hopefully it'll be fine now that I replaced that wheel set, but I can still see a little wobble. So thanks for watching.